What is going on, peoples? It's your girl CPositivista, and welcome to the Mind Your Thoughts podcast. And as you guys know, we're going through the whole self-isolation time, and I thought I'll get Rick on the phone. So, Rick, introduce yourself.
Yes, what's good, people? My name is Ric Flo. I'm a careleaver, rapper. I use the art of rap to just inspire the community and just do my thing.
Yeah. So how's self-isolation, or how is this whole issue affecting your craft and what you do?
Oh, craft! This is not doing anything to my craft. I think I'm best. Like, in the sense of, like, basically, I guess to be more concise about what I'm saying, I've got a studio in my house, so like I can record as much as I want. But I would say that in regards to how I actually make a living, all of that is being postponed because people didn't know, outside of music, I do animation. And that's generally towards advertising-based stuff for brands and corporations. So all of that stuff has been postponed. And even actually music-wise, like a music video has been cancelled, a shoot's been cancelled.
Wow.
I was actually going to do something with the Fostering Network in regards to, I think it's called Foster Fortnight, where they're going to do a short film to encourage carers or potential foster carers to do it, and just from people that have had the experience of being in care. So all of that's all being postponed. So that's pretty annoying because I just like to be active and do things that are fruitful. So I generally, mindset wise, like to stay positive. But there has been implications on that side of things. But creativity wise, I think it's one of them times where you just have to be as creative as ever, because what else are we gonna do? That's how life is right now. But I said I'm being positive, but let's see how it goes in the next few weeks to hopefully not 3 months, because then that'll be a whole other ball game. Because then right now, I'm to be honest, I'm okay with the rent.
Yeah.
But in 2 to 3 months' time, I might not have the same tone.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I'm just keeping calm now because I think it's just settling in. The storm has not quite hit yet mentally. We can see it in front of us, but it's not actually hit me internally. So we'll see how it goes day by day.
So I was gonna ask, how are you? Like, what's your routine now? Like, what's your quarantine routine, if you have one?
Routine? Okay, I'm not sure if I do have one. I guess, I get up, I make sure I have breakfast, which is usually peanut butter on toast. Actually, tell a lie, there's no peanut butter in the house right now. So,
well, you couldn't find any in the shops.
To be honest, I didn't even try. I'm on a marmalade flex. So usually the routine is peanut butter, but peanut butter is so dry and like you need a lot of it, and then it just runs out too quick. Especially as my girlfriend just loves just munching it while she's watching Netflix. So I'm on a marmalade flex right now, and marmalade seems to last longer anyway.
Wow.
Marmalade on toast, easy, because I'm quite lazy when it comes to food. She's the chef, I'm not. Otherwise, when I want to chef up, what she's got me doing, because I guess, obviously we're in the house a bit more, so I can start being a bit more of a chef because I've got more time on my hands.
Yeah.
We've been doing, what did I do for us this morning? I did, what's that cheese? So feta cheese and avocado chopped up on toast.
Hey.
And sprinkle some some chili flakes.
That sounds lit.
Bit of black pepper. Yeah, that's the bomb. And what I love about it is it's so simple, yet the taste is like beautiful. It's abundant. It's potent. I think just the textures of the avocado compared to the feta cheese. You know what I mean? So You know, I'm just chefing it up. I'm getting,
Chefing it
I've got
up.
more time, so
Chef it up.
just
Chef it up.
making the most of the home. So yeah, that's
Listen.
the routine in the morning, and then after that, it's just like I've been trying to do not necessarily a song a day, but like a verse a day to an instrumental that I hear from a random person on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get through a few emails where people sent me beats. But saying that, yesterday, I made sure I just had all my paperwork in check. Because I had just being self-employed. Being a freelancer, I just want to be up to date with all of that information because, as I said, I have no clue where income's going to be coming from next. So I just want to be aware of all that stuff. So that took the majority of yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, obviously we're going through this time where everyone pretty much has to stay isolated. Have you got any advice for any care leavers who might actually be by themselves at this moment, or how to stay positive? What's your remedy for staying positive at this moment?
Well, staying positive, I guess I've peppered it within the conversation. It's just do something creative, do something that you enjoy, that you can do within your space. You know, if you, for me, it's hearing music that inspires me and writing a little something to it, and that gets my feelings out, even if I don't know at the time about how I feel about this current moment, or something that's a bit more of an escape that makes me think of more positive experiences. It could be reading a book. It could be just it's catching up on the films or whatever your hobby is that you haven't been doing lately. But yeah, generally something that inspires you to not think about this grey cloud that's coming.
Yeah.
Apart from that, what was the first question actually?
The first question is, what advice would you give to anyone who's currently by themselves? Any care leaver that's just by themselves, isolated at this moment? Because the government actually sent a text today, you know?
Yeah, I didn't get that text.
Yeah, they sent a text to everyone saying, stay at home. Yo, I thought that was mad.
Yeah, no, I've seen it all over social media. I haven't actually got a text, so I don't know if that's good or a bad thing, but I'm glad I'm off the radar to a certain extent.
Did you hear my guy's speech, Boris, talking about if your friends invite you out, tell them no. Moving mad.
He's a funny guy, but
he's funny.
But no, that's the thing. So I feel at this moment in time, I'm lucky because I've got a partner who I think to my friends that are single that are just isolated by themselves to a certain extent. I've been in that situation and it's hard to keep sane. I run-ins, as I've said on your YouTube channel, it's like my meditation. So being if I was by myself, it'd be a lot more difficult. But I would say, I've heard you can go out to the park on an emergency flex in the sense of exercise.
One exercise a day.
You know what I mean? So I would, I was talking to someone earlier and they said they'd been in the house for 4 days, and I know if I fathom that in my head myself, then I would definitely be out by day 3, just going for a walk.
Yeah, that would drive
obviously
me
by
bonkers,
myself,
mate.
2 meters away from everyone. But I just need to be active, whether it's, as I said, doing music or just having a different space. Especially for back then when I was in a very, very close space and home wasn't really what I would say home should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be another kind of simple answer is just make sure you're in touch with friends as well and just reach it. Like from a professional point of view, although I don't expect young people to, this is kind of like not analogy, but anyway, just run with what I'm saying. So I've got friends that they're film editors or the creatives of another type, and they're generally just up in their network to be ready and prepared for when this grey cloud and this virus is done with. So it's like essentially we need to be using our network or either building our network or just being very in touch with our network, because half of the madness with depression and stress, I feel, is just feeling like you have no one to talk to. So essentially, as long as I feel they've got someone to talk to, and I'll say it'd have to be like social media is nice, but if they can actually, I've seen like these hotlines where they can talk to people or just talking to their closest friends. Just as long as you've even got a WhatsApp conversation going, as long as there's some sort of communication happening, I feel that'll help in a big way because no one wants to feel that they're alone.
Yeah. And obviously there's a lot of news going on, whether it's on WhatsApp or just the news in general. Would you advise anyone to watch the news at this moment? Because I'm trying to run away from watching the news. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be honest, like my girlfriend's my news because I'm a
Hey, big up to the girlfriend.
Really, she like I think because she's in the NGO non-government organization kind of charity world and like kind of she's very aware of the world news, so I kind of she's my shortcut to a certain extent. Plus, I just know where my vibe comes from, and I don't get any vibes from watching news. Although, because of the self-employed and just understanding my money situation, I try and keep aware of what's going on from day to day, whether it's like the universal credit that I might be entitled to or not. All of this stuff I try and keep aware. But my thing is, don't be watching the news 24/7. Otherwise, I feel you're just gonna go into a bad place. Like, entertain yourself with, positive information that you vibe with, and just touch in with the news every now and again, just to know that, just so you're informed.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like that. The glass is half full or half empty. Like, I just feel if you're watching just madness all the time, like it's gonna make you a bit mad. So
it will drive you mad.
Just keep it to a minimum and do something you enjoy. Like, that's the best therapy for sure.
Yeah. So what have you got coming for us? What have you got cooking for us in the oven in terms of music, projects?
Yeah, well, ironically, my next EP is called Wake Me Up When I Get Home. That comes out in 2 weeks, April 3rd. So, although it's an interesting time to be releasing music, I feel at the same time I shouldn't be postponing it because, digital and just anything that's positive is needed. So
right now, yeah.
I'm just gonna let the release happen, and I'm looking forward to that release because that's a response to what does home mean to you, which will be interesting in this time because home might have a complete
everyone
meaning.
Is at home, but is that home?
Yeah, I might have to do a swift quarantine EP straight after it that actually responds to what home means to people right now. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that comes out in 2 weeks, and then apart from that, as I said, I'm just gonna build my network and touch in with new music contacts, new creatives, just anyone that I find interesting. I'm just gonna just build that network because there's no better time to do it than now.
It's true. Yeah. The time really is now.
So just like you with this idea, like it's an amazing time to be doing it because it's inspired by the moment of where we're at now, and it's good to just keep the community informed about each other and how everyone's coping. Yeah. So it's big up to you for manifesting this.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, I really do appreciate you coming through. And obviously we need the encouragement. I see you on Insta. You're always doing a little bringing that positivity because we need that right now, especially at this moment.
100%.
Yeah, we definitely need that at this moment. So like I was gonna say, do you know of any organizations at the moment that are supporting care leavers at this moment? Whether it's
well, because we've talked before, I'm aware of, I'm keeping up with the messages of what I'm seeing from Drive Forward.
Yeah.
With Aurora, so like big up to them and all the other organizations I'm seeing on my Twitter, because I can see that they're doing their best to inform the community about, you know, if you're feeling alone or if you feel that you need something, that we're here for you. Apart from that, what I've seen, which I don't really know the verdict to, I just seen it on a tweet, but in the sense of just, you know, young, fostered young people having contact with their biological family, that being shut down because of this current situation. The tweet was quite empathetic to that situation. I was like, rah, like,
That's
imagine
mad.
if I was in their shoes, or imagine me when I was like, 15 years ago, what would I do in this situation? But at the same time,
Rick, is that people who, so is that young people who are in care, that they can't have contact with their biological family?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So it's just saying about how, like, you can't have contact right now because it's obviously you're not allowed. It's not really safe. But being in that young person's shoes, it's like that might be what they need. You know, obviously everyone's situation in care is very different. And to be, like, for me personally, I'm for the way I communicate. I used to communicate with my biological mum. To be honest, FaceTime's perfectly fine for me. But you know, some people, the attachment or the just being used to that face-to-face contact might be a bit more emotional for them, and so I feel for them. But yeah, as long as you know that people are mindful of the situation and they try their best to make the contact. It's not just like when I saw that tweet, you know, I'm not aware of if it's just a cut off altogether. Like, no, it can't happen. Can't even speak to them. Just send them an email. I don't know if it's that
applies
I don't
to
know what the word is. Yeah, but I would like to think that it's just literally all right. Sorry, you can't see your parents right now. But we can do a FaceTime, we can do a Zoom, we can do a Skype. You know, there's so many options.
Yeah,
so
technology.
Have contact, or you can even just do a call. But you know, just as long as they're mindful of that situation, I think it'll be all blessed. But
yeah. So just before you go, like, as you already know, even my YouTube channel is all about just uplifting young people in general, and obviously, where I feel like society has got this stigma going on with regards to care leavers, and obviously care leavers thinking, okay, well, because I've been in care, I don't think I can do what other people do. I don't think I can achieve what other people have achieved. Obviously, you being a care leaver yourself and still making your moves, what advice would you give to those young people who feel like, well, I've been in care, I'm in care, and I don't know if I can achieve anything, and I don't know if I can make moves?
Well, a quote that I've been resonating with recently is, "The past is for reference, not for residence." And that's from Chris Akabusi, who is an Olympic athlete from like 80s, 90s, who was in care as well. So that's definitely my mantra. It's like we like, there's only so much we can keep on looking to the past and letting that determine our future. It gets to a point where it's like we have to take the future in our own hands. So I would just say, like, obviously I know there's trauma and there's it's going to take a while to get out of certain mindsets and certain attitudes that are put upon you when you didn't even have the power. You thought you didn't have the power, but it gets to a certain point where just like, you know what, I just need to lift myself out of this rubble and just own it. And I feel with, you know, YouTube channels like yours and just, you know, some of the stuff that we talked about with positive
affirmations,
speakers, positive affirmations, and just like, you know, people like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Wayne Dyer. It's like you start to understand that, you know, if you're in control of your emotions, then a lot of these things from the past, you can overcome them. So yeah, overall, that's my mantra. Like, the past is for reference, not for residence. Just keep it moving, keep on doing what you enjoy. And we're not, another thing as well, I guess, in the sense of, some people might be like, yeah, it's all good, well, saying that, but who's going to help me? Like, I'm definitely aware that we need that support network. There's only so much you can kind of do by yourself. You do need that support network, but just we just got to keep on reaching them and creating that network. You know, where, like, your channel's there, like, I'm here, like, just like, if they need to actually talk to someone because they're like, oh, this information ain't the one, I need more specific stuff, then, just holler at us and we'll do the best that we can. But
yeah, we're actually available. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, we're actually available.
Yeah, we're not some entity that's just like, hiding behind stuff. Like, look, just holler at us and we'll do the best that we can within our network and within what we can do. But definitely, like, you have to take the first step and just own your destiny.
Yeah, that's some powerful stuff. Owning your destiny. Yeah. On my previous podcast, I was just talking about the theme song from Tracy Beaker, and I was just basically saying that how the first part just meant so much to me growing up, where it says, I can make my world come true, my world come. It's like, you can make your world come true, but it's your choice, and it's your decision to just say, you know what, I'm not gonna look at what's happened to me, and I'm just not gonna focus on that.
100%. And the key word that I took from what you just said there is choice.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of the time we think that we haven't got a choice. It's like there's only one way, but it's as we talked about before, like, I find the idea of the butterfly effect so fascinating, because I've seen certain friends around me make a different choice in their trajectory compared to the ones that didn't, whether it's the ones that went into education and the ones that are too cool to get into education. Like, 10 years later, it's like they're in a madness. So it's like, it's definitely all about choice, and 100%. We're not always going to get it right.
That's it.
But as long as you, just keep on pursuing the action, essentially, rather than being stagnated, you'll get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. So, Rick, before you jet off and get back to your self-isolation, this is actually mad. We're being told to stay at home. I just can't grasp that. But I guess it's for our own safety. But where can we find you, Rick? Where can we find you on socials?
Alright, so it's RIC FLO Music on all social media. That's RIC FLO Music on all social media. Hit me up.
Yep, that's it. You heard it here first. So thank you so much for coming. For being on the phone. Thank you so much for being on the phone. And I hope, that this, after all of this is over, we'll definitely link up again and maybe do another collab.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah. All right. Well, speak to you soon.
Alright. Stay safe.
All right, stay safe. Bye.
Bye.
In this world, there's always someone there to stop you from achieving your goals and being the best you've got to be. So don't you think the world is ending just yet. You gotta have a dream. You gotta have a dream. Oh yes, you gotta have a dream. Na 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 na. Yo, what's going on? It's your girl CPositivista. I hope that the phone call with Ric Flo has inspired you in some way. Guys, isolation right now is real. I had an interview recently with Newsnight on BBC Two, where I actually expressed how this isolation and quarantine has been for me as a careleaver. If you have not yet checked that out, It aired on the 27th of this month, so check that out. BBC Two Newsnight. So just make sure that you're keeping safe, make sure that you're keeping hydrated. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be next Monday. So stay blessed, stay lit, and stay golden. Peace.